Maggie, come quick. Father's dead. Somebody came in and killed him. According to ThoughtCo.com, this is what Lizzie said to her family maid as she found her father dead on the couch. Lizzie Borden is not known by many, but she is an infamous historical figure and actually part of the American popular culture mythology. I have done hours of research on her, as well as a presentation of her freshman year, which was roughly 2 years ago, and I'm very aware of her story and her life. After allegedly murdering her parents, Lizzie Borden became an infamous historical figure. Today I'll be covering Lizzie's life before, what she was accused of doing, and how it affected her life afterward. So let's start by talking about who Lizzie was and where she came from. On July 19th, 1860, Lizzie Borden was born in Fall River, Massachusetts, and she lived there her entire life. She was born into a very wealthy family. Her father was a carpenter, undertook a furniture business, as well as invested in real estate. Lizzie Borden's father was Andrew Borden. Her mother was Sarah Borden, and she had two older sisters, Emma and Alice Borden. Unfortunately, Lizzie was never able to meet Alice because Alice passed away when she was 2 years old due to pressure of fluids on the brain. Lizzie's mother died when she was 3 years old due to a spinal disease. And 2 years later, Lizzie's father got remarried to a woman named Abby Gray. Later in life, Lizzie became known as a very sweet Sunday school teacher. So after talking about some basic information about Lizzie, let's dive into what she was accused of doing. Lizzie Borden was accused of murdering her parents with an axe on August 4th, 1892, when she was 32 years old. There was a lot of things that Lizzie did that led people to believe that she was the murderer of her father and stepmother. The first thing she did was she tried to buy cyanide days prior to her parents' death. Cyanide is a poison, and this made officers suspect that she was trying to poison them as a way to murder them instead. Lizzie was also found burning clothes that she stated couldn't be worn anymore. She most likely had blood on these clothes from murdering her parents and didn't want the officers to find them, so she got rid of them to make sure that they couldn't find them at all. Lizzie Borden also lied about her stepmother's location when first talking to the officers. She said that her stepmother was out helping a family friend that was sick, when in all actuality, she was upstairs in the guest bedroom already murdered. Also, Lizzie Borden also didn't have a very good relationship with her stepmother. When she was being questioned by an officer, according to massmoment.org, when the officer asked her about her mother, the traumatized Lizzie snapped and said, "She's not my mother, she's my stepmother," showing that she didn't have a great bond with her stepmom. Lizzie Borden was also charged with murders, but did not end up going to jail. According to Smithsonian Magazine, Lizzie Borden was the only person charged with murders of her parents, a gory domestic violence case that has never been resolved. Although she was acquitted, the town where she remained for the rest of her life didn't believe that she was innocent. Lizzie was also the number one suspect throughout this entire case. There was other people they suspected, but she was the main one they suspected due to the fact that there was evidence to back up that she was the murderer. So after going over about what she was accused, let's talk about how it affected her life. Lizzie Borden became hated by people in her town. She was not viewed as a sweet Sunday school teacher, but instead a murderer. And she became an infamous historical figure. Lizzie Borden died due to pneumonia on July 1st, 1927. There have been songs and movies made about her. I tried going back on Netflix, but unfortunately couldn't find the movie, but there are other movies made, and I'll share this song with you in just a second. You can actually visit Lizzie Borden's house to this day in Fall River, Massachusetts. There are many people who have gone and toured her house and have recreated photos of her parents dead. And here's the song. Lizzie Borden was once seen as a sweet, loving person, but everyone's perspective on her changed after her parents getting murdered. After allegedly murdering her parents, Lizzie Borden became an infamous historical figure. Today I covered Lizzie's life before, what she was accused of doing, and how it affected her life afterward. Lizzie Borden could have easily been the murderer, but to this day we still don't know who actually killed her mother, her stepmother, and her father.
Very good.